Hello everyone, happy Tuesday. Salena here, founder, host, and lead educator with the American Crochet Association. And on Tuesdays, we are here live with tips, advice, live Q&A, all that fun jazz. So if you're watching live, come on over, say hey, say hello. And if you're watching on the replay, it's still the same great information. Now, today's Tip Tuesday is all about one trick, one thing, one great, amazing thing that is totally going to better your crochet life. Whenever you buy a new yarn, and I see this happen every single day, whenever you buy a new yarn, what do? You post pictures of it, and you go to social media, and you go to all these crochet groups, and you say, what do I do with this yarn? Well, you guys can still do that, but I don't want you guys to be absolutely reliant on that. Now, that is one way that you can get amazing inspiration, but the next question you're going to have is what? Oh my gosh, I love that. Is there a pattern? Oh my gosh, I love that. Where can I find the pattern? So let's add in an extra layer to, I just got a new yarn. What do I do with it? Okay. So what I'm going to show you guys today is a quick little tutorial using Ravelry that will show you just that, what you can do with your yarns that you absolutely love. So if you guys have a Ravelry account, which who has a Ravelry account? If you do, go ahead and hit that heart reaction. I would love to see, just by judge of heart reactions, how many of you guys are watching that has a Ravelry account. You know, not everyone has a Ravelry account. If you have any questions about Ravelry accounts, just let me know in the comments and I'll get those addressed after this quick little tutorial. So I'm here on Ravelry. It's free, it's quick and easy to join, and it is a massive database. So just this one little tutorial that I'm showing you guys today is just one teensy tiny thing that you can do to make your crochet life better, but really there are so many other possibilities. So we're here on Ravelry. I just got this new yarn. This is Lion Brand Cupcake. This is part of their mandala yarn. It's a cute little yarn. Check out the colors in this. Really bright and vibrant, really cute, but it's so new that I'm wondering what people are making with this. So again, I'm over here on Ravelry. You can also find the American Crochet Association on Ravelry. You can just search us. Our handle there is ACA Official. ACA Official, that's us. And here's all of our fun stuff. Okay, so when you're on Ravelry, familiarize yourselves with the tabs up here. All these different tabs take you to different areas and they all categorize different things. Today, we're going to click on the Yarns tab. That's where we're going to start, okay? Now, there's all this information here, but really, we're just going to use this one little search bar right here, okay? So when I click on that search bar, I'm going to type in the yarn name, which is Cupcake. So that's where we're going to start. And when I click there and I hit search, I'm going to get a few options come up. There are 2 pages of options. So I'm just going to kind of scroll down a little bit. There are tons of other search options. There are tons of other things we can do. But really, let me just scroll for a minute. Don't get overwhelmed if you're new to Ravelry. I love that there's too much information because the more you use it, the more you're going to really appreciate all that different stuff. Okay, so I'm scrolling down. Here we go. Here is Cupcake DK. It's a Lion Brand yarn. This is DK. This is a weight 3. So here we go. I'm going to click on that. That's the yarn that I'm looking for. Okay. Now this is a listing for this yarn. Okay. And because it's so new, as you can see, there's not a ton of information. So older yarn. So if I was looking up Red Heart Soft, or if I was looking up Lion Brand Vanish Choice, I would have a lot more information. But again, this is brand new. Okay. This is a brand new yarn. So we're not going to see a ton. But what do we see here? We see all the different colorways that are listed. Cool. One-stop shop. Not only that, but if you guys are interested, if you guys have one color, and this is what a lot of you guys do. A lot of you guys will have a color and you're like, I have 3 skeins. What do I do with this? Or I have 5 skeins of this color. Or what does this color look like when it's worked up? This is why I like to come to this place, because you can easily, at a glance, look at all of the different colorways and you can totally see. Look at this. Stashed means that you're housing your yarn on here. You have a virtual database, so we're not going to pay attention to that today. But we are going to pay attention to projects because that's what I want to see. I just bought this skein. I have 1 skein. This is the color balloons, and here I found it right here, color number 219 balloons. So I want to see what projects are with it. So I'm going to click on that button right there. And this shows me all the projects people have posted to Ravelry using this specific colorway. you can really add in so many more search options too. Like, do I only want to look at crochet? There's knitting, so there's kind of half and half. There's 2 crochet projects. I only want to look at finished projects. What category do I want to look at? There's nothing for clothing or accessories, but there's a few for home, or maybe they just haven't been categorized yet. Toys, hobbies, pets, different components. I only want to see things with a photo. How many meters do I have? Again, I only have 1 skein. So, you know, if I had 2 skeins or 3 skeins or 5 skeins, then I could just look at the meter, how many, the yardage. It says meterage here, but yardage is what I would call it. Yards, meters. You know, you just have to do a little bit of math when you're doing this. But you just look at how many yards 1 skein has and just multiply that by however many skeins you have. And that's how you could further define what you want to do. Look at all these. Oh, here's yardage. See, too much information. Yardage is what you can do, or meterage if you're down with that. Look at all this. When was it finished? You know, I only want to look at things made by my friends or online. You know, really, you could just dive so deep. But if you're just looking at basic things, like what this color looks like when it's worked up, this is a great place to start. And you can see all those things. Okay, now let's go back because there's some other things that we can look at too. So there's the details. That's the colorways that we just looked at. And there's my specific color and how many projects are made with that. Buying options. Where can I buy this yarn? That's cool. So if you guys, maybe you don't have this yarn, you want to know where to buy it. There's some online buying options. You can see, you can type in your zip code or your postal code and see if this yarn is sold locally from where you are. That's pretty cool. Stashes. We were just talking about that. This is a pretty cool feature. One day I will have all my yarn stashed on here, but basically you can keep an online database of your yarn inventory. You can inventory your yarn here. So that's just kind of a cool thing here. Pattern ideas. Here's another one. So here are a few free and again, this is new, so we're not seeing a ton of information here, but it's a great place to start. Here are some free patterns that were written with this yarn, and you can see them both right here. So you can click and find out more. You can also see, oh, look, this one free pattern, there are 4 projects that are posted here. So 4 people have actually made this thing and posted it. Same thing with this scarf right here. There are 4 projects. 4 people have made it and actually posted their project. In total, for this particular yarn, as we can see up here, there are 153 projects total. That is cool. So here's where you can just kind of scroll through. If you want to look at what this yarn looks like when it is worked up, what people have made with it, toys, blankets. Here's this cool star. Here's, here's a sweater. Here, look at all, here's another cool sweater right here. Here's one of those circle wraps. So many cool things. So you can't just browse through this. We say that there's 6 pages of projects here, or you can filter these projects by so many different things. You can filter it by craft. Again, do you just want to look at crochet things? Lots of other things that you can categorize it by, or you can look at the advanced search option, which is one of my personal favorites. That's what we're going to click on here. Now here again, we're going to see tons and tons and tons of information. So maybe I only want to look at crochet and not knitting. So I'd click on that. Maybe I only want to see things with photos. Here we see 71 of these listings have photos, 31 do not. I only want to see ones with photos. Meterage there, happiness with the project, needle size, hook size, yardage, colors used, color family, when was it finished? I mean, you can categorize this based on so many different things. But, you know, I'm pretty happy with that. In general, I want to see what people make with this and what it looks like. And then from here, I can just browse through all these finished projects. And if I see one that I really, really like, all I have to do is click on it. Wow, okay, this is a blanket. Love it so much. Let me click on that. Let me see what's happening with this. Here's a bunch more information. Who posted this project? The pattern name is right here. It's crochet, the finish size, it's a blanket. This is the hook they use. They use cupcake. How much of it did they use? 2.81 skeins. Here's some yarn alternatives you can use. Here's some notes about the pattern. She didn't give it look at how many things you can find with this. Okay, let's say I really love this. I want to make it. What do I do now? Maybe let me go all the way over to the pattern, because this is just, as I can see up here, this person added this to their notebook, and it's a project that they made, okay? But I want to actually make this pattern. So I'm just going to come over here and click right there. And from there, okay, here's the pattern. Now, this pattern wasn't written for this yarn, but I can clearly see that this person made that blanket with this yarn. So maybe if I'm just searching around, I would have never thought to make this blanket with this yarn. But because I did this specific search, now I can see how this blanket would work up with it. All right, this pattern is available for $3.99. I could buy it now, or I can save it to my favorites. And I can add notes or tags or anything like that. And I can save that. And then next time I'm up here, I can go to my favorites, which kind of works a little bit like Pinterest. You can create boards and things like that. And I can go back and really categorize what is it that I'm going to do with this yarn. So there you have it. Hopefully that is a great little tip, a great little tutorial for you guys. And that way, it's just one more extra layer for you guys to take control of your crochet life. And that way, whenever you find a yarn, or if you just have yarn lying around, especially if you have I have so many skeins, or I have so much of this, or so much yardage, or so much meterage, or I have a specific color. What are the possibilities that I can think about to do with this particular yarn? So follow these steps, familiarize yourself with it, just kind of play around and have fun. And hopefully you'll come up with some really good solutions for your yarn. So that's all I got for you guys today on Tip Tuesday. Let me bring up the comments, and I would love to see. Let's see. This is some tricky stuff here, so hold on just one second. Because sometimes technology works great and sometimes it does not. Here we are. Okay, I see lots of comments here. Jessica's here. What's up, Jessica? Always so good to see you. Hey, lady. Hey, Connie. Connie's here too. Sophie's here. She says hello to everyone. Sophie loves Ravelry. I see just a few of you here have hit that heart button. So again, if you guys are on Ravelry, hit that heart reaction just so we can kind of gauge. That's a fun way to test it. Who's on Ravelry. Amanda W's here. She loves Ravelry and Lion Brand. Amen, sister. I feel the same exact way. Daisy's here. She says, OMG, almost missed you. Hi, everyone. That's totally cool. Live videos are fun live because you get shout outs, but you can still watch them on the replay just like you're here live. No problem. Daisy says, loving this because Ravelry is lovely, but always confuses me. Yeah, Ravelry, we actually have quite a few tutorials and a few courses on how to use Ravelry at the American Crochet Association. So if you guys are interested in building your knowledge and skills, the American Crochet Association is here to help crocheters help themselves, and we have a massive course on how to utilize Ravelry to better your crochet life. So try it, Daisy. You can join today at AmericanCrochetAssociation.org. I would love to see you in course. Or in class, in our courses. Hey, Sophie. Sophie says, Ravelry is my notebook and portfolio of my work. Yes, and that is definitely something that I utilize Ravelry for a lot. It is a great resource. Karen says this is a good idea. I hope you love it. Hey, Rosetta, so good to see you here. Gabriella's here too. Hey, lady, always so good to see you. Betty is here. She says, hello from Cross, South Carolina. Good, so good to see you. Amanda Woodbury says, this is so pretty. I love this yarn too. And you know what? I'm super guilty of seeing yarn and picking it up and then going, what the heck do I do with this? So I often use this tutorial. I quite often use this tutorial. I think it's very, very helpful. And hello, Linda from Pennsylvania. Betty says she bought this yarn yesterday. I found this locally and I just couldn't help myself. I thought it was wonderful. Hello, Reyes from Mexico. Hillary says, I love yarn cakes. I love them more than actual cake. You know what? I think I may have to agree with you on that. I will take this cake any day. Love it. Hello, Melissa from Tennessee. Angela, we're waving at you too, lady. Hello, Sherilyn from Missouri. Karen says, can you do this with other yarns? Karen, you can do this with absolutely any yarn. Ravelry's been around for many, many, many years, and it's actively updated. So, it really is just a wonderful resource. And Karen, if you have a Ravelry account, just follow these instructions, follow this tutorial, and you can type in any yarn. You guys can even have fun with this. You can browse. I mean, when I say there's too many options here, you could get lost here for a really long time. You can look at just kind of a list of yarns just based on this popular new yarns. You can see what's popular and new. Like, look at this Lion Brand Comfy Cotton Blend. So really, you guys can come over here and just kind of click click on the top 10 every day and browse there. You can browse by fiber, or you can just type in actual or specific names like I did with you here. But look at this. I mean, so many other things. So stick around because every Tuesday we give new tips. Whoops! Stick around because every Tuesday we give new tips. And so we are bound to show you guys more with Ravelry. But again, Karen, if you love Ravelry and that is something that you really would like to get a handle on, we do have an entire course on utilizing Ravelry, and you can sign up today, AmericanCrochetAssociation.org. We will hook you up. Hey, Elizabeth, so good to see you. Karen, our pleasure, our pleasure. Hillary says, I've lost hours of my life browsing on Ravelry. Haha, time well spent, though. Did you really lose them, though, if it was time well spent? I've never regretted time on Ravelry. It's always been an amazing, amazing resource. All right, everyone, so that is it for Tip Tuesday here at the American Crochet Association. If you guys enjoyed this tip, please tag a crochet friend in the comments and share this video in all the places where you love crochet. That way, Facebook will give you a notification every single time we go live, especially with a Tip Tuesday. And hopefully we're giving you information that will just better your crochet life. And again, if we do, please tag a crochet friend, share this in all the places where you love crochet. So that's it for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Have fun on Ravelry. Peace, love, crochet. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.